But first, Mao is talking about this. What is the basic guerrilla strategy? Guerrilla strategy must be based primarily on alertness, mobility, and attack. It must be adjusted to the enemy situation, the terrain, the existing lines of communications, the relative strengths, the weather, and the situation of the people. You got to have total adaptability, right? Total adaptability. In guerrilla warfare, select the tactic of seeming to come from the east and attacking from the west. Avoid the solid, attack the hollow. Attack, withdraw. Deliver a lightning blow, seek a lightning decision. When guerrillas engage a stronger enemy, they withdraw when he advances. Harass him when he stops. Strike him when he's weary. Pursue him when he withdraws. In guerrilla strategy, the enemy's rear, flanks, and other vulnerable spots are his vital points, and there he must be harassed, attacked, dispersed, exhausted, and annihilated. Only in this way can guerrillas carry out their mission of independent guerrilla action and coordination with the effort of the regular armies. But in spite of the most complete preparation, there can be no victory if mistakes are made in the matter of command. Very obvious now. We're seeing what guerrilla warfare is. If you're not familiar with it, it's very obvious what it is. And it's very similar to jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. You're setting people up. You're not going against their strengths. You're letting people move. And it's what we talk about all in here when we talk about dealing with other human beings. Mm-hmm. Don't go head to head with them on that point that they're dug in on. All you're going to do is create adversity. You're going to get a fight. That's what you're going to get. And you don't want to fight. The other thing that's interesting about this is I start to see slivers into the psychology of Mao, where he says here, there can be no victory if mistakes are made in the matter of command. You can see where that starts to show a micromanager. Mm. And really, if you look at a communist government, that's just a giant micromanagement of trying to control everything that you can. So you start seeing shades of that psychology of the micromanager. Continuing, back to the book. The strategy of guerrilla warfare is manifestly unlike that employed in orthodox operations, as the basic tactic of the former is constant activity and movement. There is in guerrilla warfare no such thing as a decisive battle. There's nothing comparable to the fixed passive defense that characterizes orthodox war. In guerrilla warfare, transformation of a moving situation into a positional defensive situation never arises. I'm going to read that again. In guerrilla warfare, the transformation of a moving situation into positional defensive situation never arises. So if you're on the move and you're attacking the enemy and all of a sudden they start getting the upper hand, you don't dig in, you disappear. You go away.